A fun day at the lakeshore can change in an instant. It's happened several times this summer.
34 people have drowned in Lake Michigan so far this year, 8 of them at West Michigan beaches. And now there are questions about what can be done to save lives. 13 on your side's Elena Holland is taking that very question to state leaders tonight, and we'll have that answer coming up in a minute.
But first, 13 on your side's Keely Lovern is at one of 2 Lake Michigan beaches that still has lifeguards. She joins us now with how much of a difference those lifeguards make.
Following several deadly drownings on the West Michigan lakeshore, the conversation about lifeguards on beaches has sparked once again.
How do you put a price on a life?
At South Haven Beach, there are no lifeguards on duty. It's also where 2 people drowned Monday afternoon near the South Beach and where several other drownings have happened this summer.
Unfortunately, tragedies do happen. Our condolences go out to the family.
Despite the deaths, South Haven City Manager Kate Hosier says city leaders have no plans to bring back lifeguards.
In 2021, we had a very exhaustive discussion with the community about what we are going to need and what our best practices. Unfortunately, lifeguards did not survive that conversation.
But following the most recent double drowning, I asked Hosier if they plan to revisit the topic.
At this time, no.
She said the 2021 discussion did, though, lead to some other safety improvements like the life jacket stations, pier throw bags and rings, call stations, and this year already issuing 25 $1,000 tickets to people who've ignored the red flags.
It has been very aggressively enforced. No water is safe water. We hope that people will understand what the flag systems mean. We also have rip currents signs out there. We have our buoys out there.
So if lifeguards aren't on the table, I asked Hosier where the money from things like paid beach parking goes.
There is a lot of maintenance that goes into the beaches, as well as to pay shays and code enforcement to be out there. So it takes a lot of work on our part to make sure that they are what they are.
But one of the few beaches that does have lifeguards is Silver Beach County Park in St. Joseph.
We're here to save lives, and we have, and we're here to, mitigate any problems.
Lifeguards at Silver Beach make $11.75 an hour and are allowed up to 1,000 hours of work every calendar year.
It might cost a little more, but it's gonna come back. I think it's a fantastic trade-off.
This summer at Silver Beach County Park, there are lifeguards on duty Thursday through Sunday because of staffing shortages, which is why they still encourage people to always follow the flag conditions.
So just having lifeguards out there just to educate and to keep people safe is just fantastic. A fantastic tool for any beach to have, especially on red flag days. We're out here walking the beach or in some sort of beach vehicle. And a lot of what we do is tell people they can't be in the water and explain to them why.
There are also no lifeguards at Grand Haven State Park, Holland State Park, or any other state or county beach in Ottawa County. Bingaman says he thinks that should change.
We do it for your safety. We do it for, we don't get off, telling people to get out of the water. It honestly ruins our day when we have to, when it's a red flag, but we're just trying to keep you guys safe and ourselves safe too, because we want to go home.
For more information and tips on how you can stay safe at the beach with you and your family, just head to 13onyourside.com. Reporting in St. Joseph, Keely Lovern, 13 on your side.
Now, as Keely mentioned, statewide, there are no lifeguards on state park beaches, but still many water safety advocates say lifeguards are the gold standard for saving people from drownings.
13 on your side's Elena Holland spoke to both the DNR and water safety advocates about what's being done to protect lives. And Elena, is the DNR considering adding lifeguards?
Well, Juliet, they're not. The DNR is not thinking about adding lifeguards to beaches, but they are just one of many systems, like Keely mentioned, like city and county run beaches that don't employ lifeguards. Instead, the DNR has been strengthening what they do use, like the flag warning system and education outreach.
It's been a really tough summer.
Jamie Ratcliffe is the executive director of the Great Lakes Water Safety Consortium. He says lifeguards,
They're the superheroes of the water.
His group works to prevent drownings on the Great Lakes over many states and Ontario. He recommends choosing a beach with a lifeguard first, but knows there aren't that many.
But that's just a matter of, prioritizing safety over other things. So there's the budget pie. Just put safety, make that slice of the pie a little bit bigger.
The next best drowning prevention, Ratcliffe says, is rescue equipment rings that can be thrown to a person struggling in the water. That's something the DNR says they have enhanced at state park beaches over the past few years.
We've escalated our warnings. We have signs when people come in. We do a lot of social media posts every day at Grand Haven and Holland. More than once a day, we post the NOAA weather forecast. We put on there the flags system, and if the beach is closed or if there's storms coming.
Also, the DNR now has the ability to close access to the water on days with dangerous conditions.
That's been working well. I think at Grand Haven it's been like closed 5 or 6 times, and we haven't written any tickets, but people have paid attention and being in compliance.
Still, every year there are more tragedies.
It's very frustrating that the Great Lakes don't value lifeguards like the ocean coast do.
At this time, the DNR is not considering adding lifeguards to state park beaches. There was a lifeguard program, but that ended in the 1990s due to liability concerns. Now, Ron Olson with the DNR says there are even more challenges to starting up a program.
Funding to be prepared to recruit and to sustain a complement of employees, and then how many hours a day you would have them if it's 7 days a week.
But for Ratcliffe, he thinks at all the beaches, state, city, or otherwise controlled, more needs to be done.
And we don't expect them to do it all at once. We know budget limitations are real, but just do something every year. Have a long-range plan to become safer and safer and safer.
Ratcliffe also advocates for a water safety summit with leaders from across the Great Lakes states to have a serious talk about investing in lifeguards and other beach safety equipment.